Hey guys, we're still here at Punchbowl Mountain Overlook, Appalachian Trail. Still got traffic coming down the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's part of it. Got another hiker that just come out here that we're going to interview, giving her a little trail magic, and we saw her yesterday and a little bit. Tell us your trail name and anything you want to tell me about yourself.
My trail name is In a Day.
In a Day, how'd you get that name?
My partner who started the Appalachian Trail with me, when he and I were training out in the Smoky Mountains, we were looking out over the amazing expanse of beauty and mountains and wilderness, and he said, "In a day," and I'm like, "What?" And he said, "In a day," and I was like, "I don't understand what you're saying," and he said, "God made all that we see in a day." And so when we were talking about trail magic, he's like, "You should take that." So
that's cool.
I did. Yeah.
That is real cool. Who have you been hiking around?
Oh, let's see. I'm kind of in between groups right now. Noodle Harvester and Electrolyte are ahead of me. Roman and First Light and Pitt are kind of behind me, and
I hadn't got any of those.
You
First Light, no. I mean,
No.
of course, we just jumped up here, and I'll probably catch some of those in June, maybe, when we come back. We'll be further up the trail.
Pony Keg and his dog Blue and Mooney are somewhere back there too.
Now, where are you at first day? Where are you? I mean, where are you from? Not where you're at.
I'm from Maine.
From Maine. What part?
Yeah. Moosehead Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We went to Bar Harbor after my wife summited because the little girl that summited with her the day before her had hiked with us all along, and her parents had a hotel there, so we were privileged enough to go there and enjoy Bar Harbor.
Nice.
A gorgeous place. Probably the prettiest place I've ever been in my life.
Bar Harbor is amazing.
It's an amazing. How you enjoying the hike?
Oh, it's incredible.
Have you had a day that you wanted to quit?
Oh yeah, just a little while ago.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Going up and up and up and up.
Today's a tough day. Last year, a good friend of ours that became a real good friend of ours, his name is Durwood, and when I asked him if he had any days he wanted to quit, and he said, "Well, let me just put it this way. I've got an exit plan at every town I get to." I thought that was interesting, having an exit plan.
For sure.
And pretty sure that he might, but he made it all the way and didn't have to use the exit plan.
Good.
What day did you start? One day?
March 17th.
March 17th. Do you have a date that you want to be or need to be finished by?
No. Okay. Just trying to let the trail talk to me.
How many miles a day are you comfortably doing right now?
18 is easy. I've done as high as 28.7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it depends upon what's going on. The 28.7 I was trying to catch up with some friends, and I had forgot my Crocs and had to go back, so I wound up adding an extra 3 miles on that day. So
Some people have a goal of a mileage that they want to get to. Do you have anything like that in your mind?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. I kind of just go. I like to go like all day long. I like starting on the trail versus starting in town, because I like to get up when the birds start singing and start moving, because I love walking in the morning.
I asked this the last few days, what part of the day, morning, evening, or late evening, do you enjoy the most about hiking?
Morning.
And that's 98% of the answer is morning as well.
Although yesterday afternoon, going into Glasgow to the bridge, it was just beautiful. The pink trillium fields are just incredible, and the birds are amazing.
The rhododendrons, when my wife hiked, were in full bloom the day she hiked through here, that area. And I could not believe how many blooms there were. I mean, hundreds of thousands of blooms. What's been the best thing about being out here on the Appalachian Trail this year so far?
Meeting the people.
That's again the most popular answer, meeting the people.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing about not being at home today?
Well, I don't have a home. I sold everything.
Well, that's an easy answer for you.
I am home.
You got an easy answer. What do you miss the most about not being in regular society today?
A bed with sheets and pillows.
Okay, so that probably answers my next question, which would be, if you had one item that could be at your disposal at the snap of a finger every night when you finish hiking, what would it be?
Yeah, a bed and sheet and pillows as one.
If tonight, and I'm assuming you're going, how many more miles today, do you know? Do you have a place picked out?
No.
Okay. Let's assume, though, that you're somewhere and you're camping and there's an open sky and a helicopter can come and drop you anything in the world that you want to eat. What would it be?
A lobster roll sandwich from me.
A lobster roll. I'm glad you said that because I'm from South Louisiana and we eat those little lobsters called crawfish. And I like a crawfish better than a lobster, and I'm going to get a lot of bad responses for saying that on camera.
Sure.
But when we got to Maine, we were celebrating with lobster roll.
Nice.
Fresh lobster roll, might I say.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I enjoyed that tremendously. Family and friends, what do they think about you being out here?
Well, it depends upon what I'm doing. If I was at McAfee Knob and throwing my hands and arms in the air, they all thought I was nuts.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
But I have a pretty loyal following. I Facebook every night and post a lot of pictures. I take a lot of pictures.
Well, share that before I ask another question. If you want a few more followers, tell them how they can follow that.
You can go, I have a blog called MaineMountainGirl.com.
Okay.
You can go on there. Maine is in the state.
Sure.
Mountain spelled out.
Mountain. Is it any spaces in between any of that? Maine Mountain Girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Maccabee. I don't know if you've watched very much YouTube. There was a girl called Handstand that hiked last year, and she did a handstand out there on the very end of Maccabee. Yes, yes. It's on YouTube.
Wow.
And she did handstands all over the Appalachian Trail all the way up. And she's got some beautiful, beautiful handstands that she did. I like your socks, or I guess you'd call that
the Dirty Girl Gators.
The Dirty Girl Gators. Yeah,
they're good. This is my second pair of shoes. I blew out the other ones.
What's your favorite piece of gear?
My
Come up here and get you something to eat or drink. I'm not even going to say who it is. It's just another. It's just another hiker. I mean, it's nobody. It's nobody special. It's nobody special. What is your favorite piece of gear?
Oh, my pack.
Your pack.
Yeah.
Does it have a name?
Not yet.
Okay. Because a lot of people name their pack. I mean, I thought that was interesting.
I'll have to think about that one. Give me something to do.
Gives you something to think about.
That's
like
right.
You've got nothing else to do out here on the trail.
No time.
In fact, that brings me to another question. Is there any subject that you have not thought about since you left Georgia?
No. Gas prices was going to be one of them, but then somebody brought it up.
What was it?
Gas prices.
Oh, gas prices. Well, it's
Don't have to worry
it's $2.69 down at Glasgow. I just got some. Yeah.
Or something in California.
Yeah, you're right. I talked to somebody from California the other day, and they said, "Man, I wish our gas prices is what it is over in Virginia today." I'm not going to keep you any longer. I've kept you longer than I should have as a thru hiker, as you need time on the trail. But do you have anybody you want to say hello to before we let you go?
Say hi to Brightside.
Brightside.
Yeah.
God bless every step between here and Katahdin. I hope I see a summit picture.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're at Jennings Creek at what's the name of this campground? Golly, I
They
cannot.
got signs somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right here at Jennings Creek. Come here all the time. I can't believe I can't think of the name. I got me another hiker here that's attempting a thru hike. He's got a name that 2014 hiker, a friend of ours, had. Give us your name.
Young Gun.
How'd you get that name?
Father Time gave it to me. I'm quick. I'm young, I guess.
Young
Pack
Gun.
up and get out of camp. Yeah.
Where are you from, Young Gun?
Virginia.
What part?
Northern Virginia.
What if people say when they know you're from Virginia and you're hiking in Virginia, they ask you a lot of questions about this state?
Yeah, they try to say it's flat.
Did you straighten them up on all that?
They know now. They know now.
You're
They've
right.
learned. Yeah.
I've had a couple in the truck this morning, and I mentioned that about everybody thinks it's flat, but when you go to hiking, none of it's flat. It's
not
all
flat.
up and down. When did you start?
February 22nd.
Did you start alone?
Yes, sir.
And how long you been thinking about doing the trail?
Good amount of time. Man, I don't know, but obsessed with it for like a year and a half.
Do you remember the first time you heard about the Appalachian Trail? How old you may have been?
I remember the first time I got on it and really put some miles in.
When was that?
That was only last July.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
And the
sir.
trail, how far is the trail from your home?
Well, this is embarrassing. From my hometown, probably
how
an
many
hour.
hours? Oh, that's all.
From my apartment that I used to live in, that I moved out of, probably like 45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is very interesting. So you're hiking away from home every day from now on, I guess.
Almost. I've got like a couple 100 miles and I'm home. And then on to Maine. And
Yeah. What are you looking forward to up the trail other than Katahdin? Is there anything that you know about on the trail that you're already looking forward to?
That's a hard question, man. I guess just continuing the adventure.
Okay.
Staying
good deal.
on it.
Good deal.
It's been a long 750 miles, and
Is it harder than you thought it was before you started? Or about the same?
I don't know.
What you thought?
Because I think when you're thinking about it, it's like, you know it's going to be the hardest challenge you ever took on. The challenges aren't, I think, what I thought they might be,
Okay.
but they're hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Did you have any friends that maybe had thought about coming out with you?
Some people have offered to come out for like a day or two, but they can't keep up now. You know?
Yeah, I've been asking lately, is it anybody that you wished you had hiking with you? Do you have a good friend that you said, you know, I wish he would come out and hike with me?
That's tough.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of people in my life that, you know, would be awesome if they joined me, did a few miles with, you know.
But you don't have anybody that you think would have wanted to do all of it with you?
All of it?
Yeah,
No.
the whole
That's
thing.
like a college roommate, man. You can't spend that much time with one person.
Okay,
There's no
okay. Well, I'm
chance,
glad
yeah.
you're saying that. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Now, how do you get this much time off to do it? Are you in between college and something, or
Yeah,
what?
I'm not. The short answer is you don't, you know. You never get the amount of time off. There's never a convenient time to get on the AT. You have to choose to do the AT, and then from then on out, you have to figure out how you're going to go about it.
That's a
So
good
I had
answer.
to choose. Yeah, I had to choose. I'm going to through hike, and I'm going to figure it all out. I had to break the lease of my apartment and move out. I had to quit my job. I mean, I told them like a year in advance, but that's never like a good and seamless thing. And you just figure it out. You make it happen.
Well, that's good, because I've been just the last few days talking about the word sacrifice that equals reward.
Yeah.
You've sacrificed a lot to come out here.
Yeah.
So the reward that you're getting, is it fitting to the sacrifice?
100%.
Okay,
100%.
good.
They, you know, what I didn't expect before I came out, but what someone told me is that this will entail the lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs. And
Okay.
that's the most true thing I can say for this. My lows out here, you wish you were having a bad day at work. My highs, you know, you can't pull me off trail. There's no chance I'm getting home.
Okay, I got a question
So-
then, because I've just started asking what I'm
Yeah.
getting at asking. Somebody want to give you $10,000 to get off the trail, but
No.
you never can come back. Oh, you said that kind of fast.
No.
Okay, 20,000,
No,
30,000.
no,
There's nothing.
no. I'm making it to Maine or I'm going to die. Like, I'm
Wow.
going to die trying. Unless, you know, there's a doctor telling me you have to get off, then I'm going to take some time off. But there's, you know, there's no...
You're
How's
playing
it going,
basketball.
Halo?
You're playing basketball and football out here a while ago.
Yeah.
You've been hiking all day, and now you're going to play basketball and football.
I only got a few miles in today. That's why I got to get back out. Even though it's raining, I got to
feel-
get back out.
You feel so guilty, young gun, for doing a few miles one day every now and then. You know better than that, man. That's a Nero, man. That, you know, or it ain't-
No, I just had a Nero like 10 days ago or so. I'm coming out of Harrisburg.
What's your biggest mileage day?
25.
Or do you have anything in mind higher than that you'd want to get to?
It's, you know, and I was talking to somebody about this earlier, is there's no planning out here.
That's true.
There might be a day I wake up and I try to get 20 and I feel really good and I want to do another 10, I get 30. But I don't want to do 30 any day, you know?
Hey, I'm glad to hear that, young gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy named Young Gun in 2014, and actually he was carrying someone's ashes to
Wow.
Katahdin. A friend of
Wow.
his dad had died, and I'll always remember Young Gun. He was about your age, and he was having the time of his life. He made it all the way, just like I'm sure you're going to make it all the way. Do you realize that when you make it all the way, how old are you, Young Gun?
25.
25 years old. How many people that you will be the first person that they ever meet that's hiked the Appalachian Trail completely?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about that. I'm just taking 1 mile at a time.
I know.
Blaze by blaze, man.
But can you imagine how many people you're going to meet?
Yeah.
How many people have you met that had hiked the Appalachian Trail
Not a
before
lot.
you left? Before
Actually,
you
in person, to complete a through hike, I don't think I've met one. I got connected with a few and via social media and stuff and bounced questions off of, but Yeah, I don't think I had personally known one.
You're going to be in an elite group, man.
Something
Thank you
like
for
that.
taking a few minutes to talk to us. Anybody you want to shout out to or say hello to before we get out
So
of here?
many people I want to shout out to and say hi to, but for everybody that's seeing this and supporting me on my journey, just thank you so much. It means the world. I'm going to keep going.
And look at the rain.
I got to hike in this. I'm going to figure this out.
Thank you again, man. God bless every step between here and Katahdin, young man.
Thank you so much.